So basically, Geoelectrical automates some tasks you have daily, okay? So generally, the designer needs to manage all pages of the project, okay? So Geoelectrical does it for you. So I have some pages here, and the number of these pages are managed by Geoelectrical automatically. So we have here the page 1, the page 2, and so on. So this totalization and numbering of these pages, it is automatic. Okay. Also, we have some standard pages we can bring to the project, like the cover, for instance. So I can have a totally customized cover to my project, and I can just give some name to it, like cover. And this information came to the page and also came to the structure of my project. So I can bring to the project other pages like the symbols table, which is a standard block you can use to give some more information. We can also bring the table of contents. Okay, so we have all the information. My symbol table doesn't have a name, so I can bring it to symbol table, for instance, and I can update this table of contents, just regenerating it, and now we have this information. So it's very simple tasks we have daily that consumes time a lot. It's very time consuming. So this management of our pages are done by Geoelectrical. Okay. So also, of course, we have some electrical features to improve our electrical projects tasks. Okay. So we have here a power diagram, a command diagram. So I need to insert another contactor, another coil. So I can simply grab a wire that I need to use right now. Let me see, maybe a 1 millimeter white. So it's very easy to connect this wire inside here. Okay, so automatically updates the wire name. Okay, so I already have a potential here. So if I need to grab some component like a contactor, I can choose inside the library any component, like, I don't know, this one, for instance, and I can just insert it here, and it is automatically updated. So I have K1, K2, and so on until K8. So Geoelectrical automatically updated it to K9. So I have here also a list of the components of my project. All components I have inside the project. I can organize it by the tag. Okay, so I have all the K here, all the height. So the K9 is here. And if I need to insert, for instance, the contact, like the normally open contact here, it is automatically updated with the cross references. So the coil is in the page 10 E6, which is here. And then the normally open contact, it is in the page 10 D7. So it is automatically updated. If I just change this component to this, okay, the cross reference automatically updates. Okay, so it was D7 and now it is D9. Okay, the same we have to the pages of the project. So let's see, let's imagine that I need to change the order, like bring the PLC output connections to the last page. Okay, I have the numbering of the pages automatically updated. And to the cross references get updated, I have a feature that's update all information I have. So these simple tasks we have daily using 2D CADs that are very time consuming, G-Electrical does for us. Okay. We have also the ability of automatically number the wires of our project. So we can, of course, give some manual name, accessing the properties and giving some name like RST or L1, L2, L3, or UVW, okay? But we can have also a automatic numbering to the other wires of my project. So this is a other very time consuming task that I don't want to do anymore. So by hand, of course, I have G-Electrical to do this for me. So I can use some standard properties like the page number, the column or row number to my rule, or just use like this a sequential numbering of my wires. So all my project is numbered like so. So it's very, very, very easy to do numbering inside G-Electrical. Okay. We have also this automatically cross references, which is the address command. So once we use this address command, all the same equipotentials of my project are connected. So it is to find where this potential continues in my project. So I'm in the page 4, sorry, and I'm going to the page 5 F1. So if I go to the page 5, we have here, sorry, the continuous of my potential, right? So we have the same to the others potential. So we are here in the page 5, and these potentials are continuing in the page 9. So we can just go to there, and we have here the continuation of that potential. Okay, so these informations bring to the designer a lot of easy tasks, and not to spend this precious time with these not noble tasks. Okay. So we have here a very completed design, and I need to generate some bill of materials reports, okay? And it's very, very easy to do. So we have here on the G Start ribbon, the export tool, which means that I have the ability to export all my project information through a CSV file. So it's very, very easy. I have some customized reports already. So I have here the bill of material, which will bring the tag of components, the quantity, the description, and manufacturer. So they are basically properties I'm using, and I will export it to my desktop. Let me just insert my login. and we have here all information of the project. So my tags are concatenate, and I have the quantities and the description we have inside the library. So from which place, Geoelectrical takes all this information from the library. So the designer can just store all his blocks, all your blocks to the library easy. So let me show you a contactor properties that we have inside the library. So we have the type of the component, like contactor, and the name we will search inside the library. Okay. So then we have the graphics design. So we can edit this information using attributes, using properties. Okay. So we have the coil. I have designed it. The attributes will bring the tag, the manufacturer, the connection points here. So this will be the block used inside the graphics zone. And then we have the properties, which will basically use it inside the bill of material. So we have description. We can use in several languages. There is no limit here. We can create several properties like manufacturer, part number, voltage, current, even weight and pricing. Whatever properties you want to create here, it's very easy to do. So we have all the information about the component, which tag it will use inside the graphics zone. And then we have accessories and contacts tabs. So this contactor has normally closed contacts, the power contact, and normally open contact. So when I need to insert this information inside the graphics zone, the component already have. So if I insert this component inside the graphics zone, okay, which will be the K10, I have inside my project list the K9 with, the K10, sorry, with the power contact, the normally open contact, and the normally closed contact. So all this information are associated. So I doesn't need to insert the coil in one page and then in other page insert the same information, because all representations of the same component are together. So they are the part of the same component inside your project. Okay. If I remove or simply delete this component, all these representations are erased of your project. So you doesn't make mistakes, or it's more difficult to make mistakes when you have all this information together. So if you need to change some information like the name of the manufacturer or the tag or any information of this component, it is publicated in the other parts, in the other representations of the same component. So this is the basics of our solution. Okay, so of the Geoelectrical. Do you have any doubts until here?
No. No.
No? It is okay?
Okay.
Nice.
Well, we have a lot of questions, but we will do at the end of the presentation.
Okay. Okay. So the library, as I showed it to you, we can store our components in this way. So we can just create another new components here and add all this information, the name, the drawings or blocks, I can just grab some blocks inside my computer. There is no problem then. All the DWG files are compatible with Geoelectrical because it is simple DWG files. We have just add the component information, like the catalog information of your component, and then choose accessories or contacts to add. Okay. About the reports. So sorry, about the library, wires the same. Okay. So we have in the catalog of wires all the information, the color, the information like the manufacturer, the description like section or gauge you can set up here. All this information, you can just customize it. To the reports, I'm just show to you. So the pages of our project, we work with page groups. Okay, so we have electrical schematic page group, caption page group, table of contents page group, and so on. So we can customize our pages, and it's very easy because we have a wizard, Geoelectrical wizard to do. So let's edit some existing page, like cover, for instance. So we have all information we have in the cover. So the name, the type of the page, it is a standard one. It is a cover of a page group or index of a page group. We can do like so. The description attribute, so we can use a standard attribute to do the function of the description. And then we have 5 blocks that compound our page. So the sheet format, the group properties, the page properties, page number, and totalization. So the page numbering and totalization are standard blocks that do this task for us. So numbering the pages and totalization of the pages. So page properties bring to us the ability of filling this information like revisions, description of revisions, date of revisions, the description itself of the page, and the scale of our drawing. Of course, we can just add some information. This is a standard page that brings with the Geoelectrical installation, okay? So we can just customize all these blocks like group properties. So inside the group properties, we have the information of people who designed this drawing, like engineer, designer, who checked it, who approved, the name of the DWG, the project name, customer information, drawing number, and so on. So we can just develop a brand new page basically on our own standards. And the sheet format as well. So if I need to change, I don't know, color or the quantity of columns or raw, or just work with columns. Okay. So we can edit all this information to attain our standard. Okay. And this wizard, it is very, very, very easy to do because he is helping us to do all these tasks. If I need, of course, to change any properties of these blocks, I can do inside here, inside this wizard. So you can add block edit these blocks, add attributes, change colors. Here we are inside a normal CAD environment. So we have the properties palette, so we can just change, for instance, the color of this information. Okay, so it's very easy to do because we are on DraftSight environment, basic environment. Okay, so I changed the cover page. So we have here a review of my changes, and I can just go to my cover and update all this information. So first, let me add some information like the engineer will be Rodrigo and designer will be Gabriel, checked by Cedric and approved by Kevin. Okay. But my information, it's not updated as well. So I can just redefine my blocks. Maybe I will insert again. Let me just remove my cover, insert cover again. So I have all this information updated. So it's very easy to customize your pages of your project because we are on the CAD environment. So all knowledge we have using DraftSight, we can keep it and use it inside geoelectrical daily tasks. We are going to the end of our presentation, and I would like to show you the concept of customizing our reports. So we have a lot of features. Let me just see where is my reports manager. Where is here? So here we have the custom properties we can create to our components. So we have a standard properties and we can just create another one. Okay, so I want to create a property to insert my ERP information. So I just can create a new property, which will be the ERP info. And this property will be with 30 characters. So this information will be ready to use inside my components. Okay, so I can just confirm this data, and my components will be ready to use ERP info. So I can just insert my ERP information. So it's very easy to use and customize geoelectrical features. Let me just find here the report customization wizard.
¿Querés ponerle alguna al archivo?
So the customization of our lists, it's very easy because simply we have to work with the attributes which brings the information we need. So we have some standard attributes. For instance, the description of our components, we have a standard property here. So all this information we have a standard properties, and once we have this information added, we can store it in a normal standard report like wire boom. So we have the wire information, the description of wire information, and the from to information. So we can add or remove some attributes here, and I can just generate another bill of material. In this case, it will be a wire from to. And it will be in a CSV file as well. So we have the wire name here. We have the type of the wire we are using based on the wire library. And then we have the from to list, which is very easy to mount our panel or our electrical project, because I have the component tag and the terminal tag from and the to information. So I am using the T wire, which is a 10 millimeter square red wire, connecting the 5 from Q2 to U1, the terminal T. So it's very, very easy to mount our project based on the electrical bill of material. So guys, I have showed you all the main points of geoelectrical, and I'm looking forward to hear from you some clarification and your doubts and your feedback as well.
There is one thing that is missing, I think, is to start a new project.
Oh, yeah, sorry. So let's start a new geoelectrical project. So I can just select a DWT, which is a template. So standard diesel is okay. And I need to choose a geoelectrical template. So in this case, I will use IEC English. So we have a standard group, page group, to start developing my project. All these electrical options we have here inside geoelectrical manage. Okay, so we have a lot of electrical settings to use, like the language of the projects, the name of the standard blocks, the auto update, so we can choose when auto update information, references, reports, to information about the pages, about the components, wires. So we have several options to customize our project. All this information will be stored inside geoelectrical template, which will have some standard ones to use, like ANSI and IEC. So we have here a electrical schematic project. So I want to insert some pages here, like cover and symbols table. So we have here some groups. I can manage my group order by numbering. So cover, it's the first group, and caption now it's the second, and my electrical schematic group will be the third. Okay, so it's very easy to start developing. So I will be a very, very simple schematic drawing, like a motor start drawing. Okay, so I'll use a 4 millimeter red wire, and I will be set the number of ways will be 3. The distance between these wires will be 7.5, because it is the exactly same distance between my terminals of my blocks. Okay, so I will just confirm. And I need to choose the side of my wires. Okay, so I will set this side. I can, in the moment of the insertion, I can set the names of these wires, like R, S, T, for instance, like we use here in Brazil. Okay, so this is automatically updated here inside the graphics zone, and I can continue developing my schematic. So I can draw these wires and do the same. You can realize that the connection points, it's made automatically and organized in each wires. So now my task is just add components to my project, like a circuit breaker, like let me see here, circuit breaker from ABB, and use a power one, and it automatically stream the line. Okay, so I can have the certain that my component is connected to the wires. I use some contactor, and I use the power contact first. So I can create another page to create my command page. So I will insert the contactor after, insert my coil. I will insert my motor. So I have motor here, three-phase motor without the G, not this. Okay. And I have several properties that I can just fill here, like, I don't know, 10. Each pose. I can add it here to pose. Maybe add some protection here, like fuses. No, on this. No. Let's see some relay. Oh, let's keep like this. So the command, it's the very same. So we can develop the positive side. So now I want just a one line, so not 3 anymore. I will use 1. And then I use a blue to the neutral. And then I use some white. Okay. And to this command line, I can grab some button. So I can search here by a button. So push button, green, red, and I will insert here S1. I can search for emergence to grab some emergence button here. Okay. We can insert our contactor. So easy like drag and drop. Use my coil here, and once I have my coil here, I can just insert my power contact. So I can went back to the power and insert my power contact, K1. Okay, so the coil, it is in the page 4. Okay, we are in the page 3. So in the page 4, E3, E3, we have the coil with the cross-referencing updated. I can just wiring, I don't know, here, maybe. Okay, and then we can use the normally open. So we have a very, very simple motor start drawing. We can number our wires. Now I will use a different rule like the page and column. Okay. I can do the same here. We can just copy all this information using copy to create another one, K2, S3, S4. Okay, I can renumber all wires to make it right. Okay, and we can just do the same here. We can copy all this information. Not you. Okay, copy. And make some line here. Extend boundary edge. Extend my wires. And then we can just insert my K2 power contact. K2. So it's very easy to create all this information to our project. Okay. So let me see that I give to this potential a different name like N. Okay. And this a specifically different one as well, like it is automatically updated. Okay, so I can add some more information like power schematic and the comment schematic. I can just insert some information like in the cover, like customer Graber, engineer Kevin, designer Gabriel, and checked by Cedric, and approved by Rodrigo. And we can copy this information we have only in the cover. So we don't have here in caption, we don't have here in the power schematic, and we can just access the properties of the electrical schematic group and copy from the cover. So we have all this information copy to the electrical schematic. So we have several tools to improve your developing time and make it easier when you are developing a electrical project. And also, of course, export bill of material. So I want to do this in the desktop, no name, components, okay, export. And we have here Q1, Q2, M1, M2, S1, S3, S2, S4, K1, K2. It's descriptions, quantities, and manufacturer information. So it's very quick to create some projects and to use all your legacy data, all your blocks you can store inside the geoelectrical library. And it's very easy, like drag and drop your information.